Yo, here we go, the truth behind Isaac Cappy's death. Isaac Cappy's death was ruled as a suicide, but right before he died, he disclosed some very, very dark information about Hollywood. Isaac Cappy was disgusted by the pedophilia going on within Hollywood, so he decided to expose it. Expose Tom Hanks and other Hollywood actors and directors involved within the Pizzagate. Here goes the video.
Also a pedophile. Tom Hanks, folks, is a pedophile. I'm sorry if this is the kind of bursting your bubble, all this information is new, but it's time that this comes out into the open because we are going to change the way everything works, because at the top levels of wealth, of power, of the very top levels, these people are just sick and...
So as we can imagine, that video put Isaac Cappy in a bad spot. He didn't back down. I know how when somebody passes away, they usually try to make it as a suicide. Of course, Isaac Cappy was aware of this, and he put out another video saying that he was not suicidal. He beat them to the punch. He repeatedly said that if anything happens to me, I did not do this.
I'm not suicidal. I'm not suicidal. Did I do it for money? Yeah, man, it's bad. It's so dumb. It's so fucking dumb. I'm not gonna tell you what I did because at this point, it still could endanger people.
And it gets even crazier. Before reading this tweet, Isaac Cappy apparently committed suicide on Route 66. That's where his body was found. Look at the tweet. Historic Route 66. Roadkill? I hope not. Come on, y'all. Come on. Yeah, remember, Isaac Cappy said he was not suicidal. If you watch that whole 1 hour live stream from Isaac Cappy, you see that he's experienced a lot. He's been a part of a lot. He's disappointed in himself that he's been a part of a lot. But with him being a part of a lot, he's seen a lot and he's experienced a lot and he knows the truth. He was tired of living that way and he exposed it. Wasn't a pedophile, but it was something bigger. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Go ahead and let me know what y'all think in the comments. And let me know if I should do a part 2 because I got a lot more.
What's that now? You say witchcraft is evil? That's funny. You've been doing it your whole life. Oh, it's your birthday? Happy birthday. Better make a wish on those candles, witch. Remember in kindergarten when little Billy called you those names and you said, I am rubber, you are glue. Whatever you say bounces off of me and sticks to you. Yeah, hexing people at age 5. Witch. Remember that spell your mom taught you for anti-bullying? Sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Yeah, your mom's a witch too. But hey, I'm cool with it. I just thought you should know. Facts.
The grand opening of our whatchamacallit, which thanks to the lobbying of Lisa Simpson, we built instead of a new baseball stadium. At least pretend it works both ways. Professor Frank will now throw a switch, which will either answer certain obscure questions of subatomic physics or destroy the universe.
Oh my God, Particle.
What is it, Professor?
You can tell your grandchildren you were here when humanity finally learned that this accelerator is much too small to tell us anything before.
Oh, thanks a lot, Lisa.
That money could have been used for a war.
What? Ah, no one takes Willie's mop. Take them up! Take them up!
Huh? A mini black hole. Oh no! I gotta take it away before more clueless kids fall into it.
Geronimo!
ranch. I was poor and shackless.
Lisa, do you have a stray dog down there?
It's a lot worse than a stray dog.
2 stray dogs?
It's a black hole.
That was gonna be my next guess.
Are you sure your next guess wasn't 3 stray dogs?
Maybe. A black hole? I'm sorry, can we call it that?
Yes, it's the preferred term, and most scientists believe that what enters a black hole never comes out. But some think they may be a gateway to other universes.
Hey, can it open a pencil bag for me? Help a brother out, BH. Woohoo! Ow!
Guys, stop throwing things in the hole. The more you throw in, the bigger and more dangerous it becomes.
Come on, you can't look at that infinitely dense little guy and not want to feed it something.
Dad, don't pat it.
Why shouldn't I? You little... I'm nature's perfect choking machine.
Okay, that's it. I'm putting a baby gate across the black hole. And don't throw anything more into it.
Have you ever heard of the Powerpuff Girls theory? Apparently, the girls aren't really superheroes and are simply regular children playing dress-up. The professor is only a pharmacist who takes his work home with him. Mojo Jojo is their creepy half-brother who took a liking to his sisters, and that's why he's the main villain. The rest of the villains are neighbors who go along with the girls' imagination. But in another similar theory, the girls supposedly have a brother who cares for them deeply. Since their parents are always working, their brother must take care of them. He goes along with their superhero role-playing games and even makes the costumes they play in. In another theory called the Brenda theory, the Powerpuff Girls are just the different personalities of a girl named Brenda. Her dissociative disorder was created by the abuse she faced from her evil brother. This brother was so evil that she imagined a whole new entity known as Mojo Jojo. Blossom is the mature leader that Brenda wished she was. Bubbles represents the sweet and innocent person Brenda was in reality, but her anger would shine through at times, which is shown when Bubbles snaps. Buttercup is Brenda's violent side and represents the aggression that she wished she used against her brother. A third theory suggests that Samurai Jack and Professor Utonium are the same person, but from different timelines. One timeline is when Jack didn't defeat Aku, and the other timeline is the one we see in Powerpuff Girls where Jack did. In the timeline where Aku is defeated, Jack later moves to another town to become a scientist. Chemical X is actually Aku's lifeless glob that is accidentally used to make the Powerpuff Girls. The other timeline where Aku isn't defeated is what we see in Samurai Jack.
Treasure Valley communities,
the El Paso Las Cruces communities,
Eastern Iowa communities,
Mid-Michigan communities. We are extremely proud of the quality, balanced journalism that CBS 4 News produces.
Checking facts first.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think. And this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
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 You hear somebody call your name.
Yeah.
But there's nobody there. Whenever that happens, it's a demon trying to like get a hold of you. Yeah, like trying to capture you. I used to have my aunt in the house. She used to be living with me. I think she was calling my name, and then like ask her if she was calling my name, and she'd be like, "No, I don't know what you're talking about," like type shit. And it's creepy, bro, cause like I'll be like, "What the fuck?"
Sure, I'm tweaking. You might recognize this painting, The Girl with a Pearl Earring, but did you know the story of this girl is haunting? Her name is Florique Rimjic. She was only 19 years old when Dutch artist Johannes Vermeer painted her. But Johannes wanted the painting to depict an imaginary girl, so he murdered Florique and tried to cover up her existence. He did it very successfully. Many art scholars still believe this painting to be an imaginary woman, but recently Dutch historians have found evidence of the girl's existence through diary entries and other paintings of a similar-looking girl.
World's most bizarre and scariest cults. This is Cult 2. In 1998, Keith Raniere started what he referred to as a empowering workshop, which ended up being a cult called Nexium, where he amassed over 18,000 followers, mostly women. These women were told that they were joining some sort of sisterhood, which ended up being a sex slave cult. A pyramid scheme was developed within the cult that had people at the bottom known as slaves and the top were masters. When women joined the cult, they were asked to give naked pictures of themselves so they could be used as blackmail if they ever tried to disclose the group. Also, when they were going to the master, Keith, they were told that they would be branded, and they had to say, "Master Keith, please brand me," and he would brand them right above their chest. This cycle was recruiting girls as young as 15 years old.
Like, first of all, Epstein had this crazy place in New York City.
7-story palace.
That the guy who owned Victoria's Secrets, he gave it to him?
Yeah, because of probably blackmail. Bill Gates. Bill Gates stays there and tried to deny it, but Bill Gates denies staying with Epstein, but confirmed he stayed there and in his Paris home.
He met with him post his first arrest, correct?
Yes.
Because he was arrested.
Yeah, a lot of people did. Chelsea Handler had dinner with him, I believe, after the arrest, too. I mean, a lot of people looked past that, apparently.
Yeah, British royal.
Okay, Bill Gates met with Jeffrey Epstein many times despite his past. And where are they getting all the money, first of all? Where's he getting the money to get this island?
He was also the money manager for a guy named Les Wexner, who's a billionaire who owns Victoria's Secret, The Limited, among other things.
And so that's the guy
he was gifting Epstein a property. He gave him a $70 million.
Well, that's where he got some of the first money.
These are creepy theories that'll blow your mind, part 1. Okay, so the most common time travel question is, would you go back in time and kill baby Hitler? Well, imagine if that was you. To us in the current timeline, you would be a hero that killed somebody truly evil before they had the chance to corrupt or endanger anyone. But to the people of that timeline, you are a monster, a baby killer. You couldn't exactly explain to people that you were sent from the future to kill this baby to save hundreds of millions of lives. Nobody would believe you and they would just assume you are a nutcase. Or maybe you're not allowed to tell anybody because of the agreement you made with the future government. It makes you wonder, all the people through time who have been called monsters for killing babies, what if they were just heroes from the future, saving us all, and they couldn't tell anyone either?
So this video came on my For You page and it honestly just doesn't sit right with me. I'm not really sure about makeup, but apparently this foundation is really good as it doesn't come off. However, I was stalking her page and noticed that she was appearing kind of distressed in some of her videos. This was one of them. And then after looking, I saw these two hands that are obviously male. She's also sniffling through the entire video and appears like she was crying. Here's that same video and it looks like that she's kind of in a mood of some sort. It seems very rushed and unnatural. I could be wrong, but I feel like I'm not the only one who might get a weird vibe off this account. I'm a firm believer in see something, say something, and I feel that it would be wrong of me just to scroll past this video like it's nothing.
Why isn't there has been a lot of strange and interesting things that have been happening recently with Britney Spears.